something extraordinary is happening across the planet, and the signs are no longer subtle. During the Solstice Gateway, culminating with the Supermoon on June 21st, Earth is being bathed in a wave of cosmic intelligence so refined, so specific, that only a small fraction of humanity is calibrated to consciously receive it. This isn't just another energy shift, it's a targeted activation. According to transmissions from Pleiadian consciousness, a great mission activation is underway for approximately 1% of the population. This means your true purpose, the one your soul has been holding in escrow for lifetimes, is being switched on. If you have been feeling a strange mix of profound peace amidst the chaos, a sudden urgency to create, or a deep sense of knowing that you are here for more, you are not alone, but you are in the minority. This is more than a feeling, it's a soul-level recognition. And if you are watching this, you are meant to understand what is happening to you, and what comes next. As the supermoon arrives on June 21st, the air itself will carry a new frequency. For most, this will manifest as heightened emotions or confusion, but for the 1%, it will feel different. It is a signal you have been waiting for your entire life. For the 1%, especially, this energy will not feel chaotic. It will feel like clarity. It may feel like a deep inner hum, a sudden download of ideas, or a powerful, unshakable urge to begin your true work. Many in this group are noticing strange physical and emotional changes that defy logic. There may be heart palpitations, but of joy, not anxiety, a buzzing in the hands and feet, a sign of healing energy being activated, or moments of sudden, crystal clear, knowing that cut through all confusion. These are not just mood swings, they are symptoms of your energetic system being brought online for your mission. The frequency of Earth is rising, but you are among the first to be able to consciously translate that frequency into purpose. Your body is not confused. It is responding to its cosmic alarm clock. This supermoon is not dangerous for you. It is your graduation, but it demands that you finally acknowledge who you are. Old identities may feel like ill-fitting clothes. Long-standing routines may suddenly feel like a prison. You may feel disoriented, not because you are lost, but because you are no longer on the same timeline as those around you. This is the split between the observers and the activated, now happening in real time. You might also find yourself recalling specific dreams, visions, or childhood ambitions you haven't thought of in decades. That is not nostalgia. It is your mission's blueprint being accessed from your soul's memory. Your soul is reconnecting the dots across your life story, showing you that every moment has been preparation. What seems random is actually by design. But when we speak of the 1% mission activation, what does that truly mean? Most people think of their purpose as a single career or role, but spiritually, your mission is a frequency. It is the unique energetic signature that only you can broadcast into the world. The 1% are not chosen because they are better or more special. They are chosen because their souls volunteered for this role. They are the first responders of consciousness, the ones whose energetic systems were built to withstand the initial, intense surge of a new planetary frequency. The activation process is the switching on of this dormant frequency. It removes parts of your energetic field that were programmed for a life of just learning or observing, and it replaces them with the codes for leading, creating, and healing. You may feel an inner pressure to let go of something or someone without fully understanding why. It might be a relationship, a secure job, or an old belief about who you are. That urgency is your soul detaching from a path of passive experience and stepping onto a path of active purpose. Many in the 1% will feel this as a deep inner conflict, the comfort of the life you know versus the irresistible pull of the life you were born to live. This activation is not about judging your past choices. It's about making it impossible for you to continue choosing anything that is out of alignment with your deepest truth. You are being invited into a reality that demands your full, authentic presence. Strange synchronicities are a core part of this process. You may have a conversation with a stranger that unlocks a profound idea. See repeating number sequences like 1111 or 777 everywhere. Or find that the book, video, or teacher you need appears at the exact right moment. These are signals from your higher consciousness, winks from the universe confirming that your activation is underway. This week, let things fall away without panic. The activation is intelligent. It doesn't remove what you still need. It clears what blocks you from becoming the person who can fulfill the mission. Why are these missions being activated on Earth now? Earth is not just a planet. It is a living library of cosmic consciousness, a key player in the evolution of this galaxy. And right now, a powerful alignment with the great central sun is triggering a planetary upgrade. This shift was prophesied, but its speed and intensity have surpassed many predictions. It is not just a change in frequency. It is a full recalibration of Earth's purpose, and therefore, humanity's purpose. This is not just esoteric theory. Scientists are already observing the effects: unprecedented solar activity, wild fluctuations in the magnetic field, and a documented increase in the Earth's base resonant frequency, the Schumann resonance. The Pleiadian transmissions describe this moment as a gateway where humanity can either ascend into a new paradigm of unity and creation or repeat old cycles of conflict and control. The timelines are splitting. For the 1%, this can be a lonely, yet exhilarating time. You have carried the codes for this new paradigm within you for lifetimes, and you may feel yourself outgrowing even your own spiritual beliefs. This is part of the activation. What used to feel like profound wisdom may now feel like a stepping stone. That is not a loss. It is an evolution. Your awareness is stretching to match the new frequency of your own mission. You may also feel increasingly sensitive to inauthenticity. That is because the old timeline was built on illusion. As the activation proceeds, truth becomes the only language your soul can speak. It is not your fault that you can't tolerate superficial conversations or corrupt systems anymore. You are aligning with the real. This is why your presence now matters more than ever. The Earth has chosen a higher path, and the 1% are the designated wayshowers. It is not a forced shift. It is a soul decision. And every breath you take in, conscious awareness of your purpose helps anchor the new grid of reality that is rising beneath your feet. The activation doesn't just happen in your mind or spirit. It happens in your body. You may be feeling strange symptoms lately that can't be explained by ordinary health issues. Many in the 1% are feeling the activation through their physical form. Common activation symptoms are different from general energy overload. They include a buzzing or vibrating in the hands and feet, a sign that your capacity to channel healing or creative energy is coming online. A distinct pressure or tingling between the eyebrows, at the third eye. A sudden feeling of being taller or more expansive as your light body integrates more fully with your physical body. You may also experience a dramatic shift in appetite. You might lose all desire for dense, heavy foods, feeling sustained by very little, as if you are being fed by light itself. Or you may have sudden, intense cravings for very specific, clean foods that your body needs for this upgrade. This is your biological intelligence speaking. Do not force normalcy. Your biology is preparing for a mission your mind hasn't fully grasped yet. Emotional releases will also be different. Instead of just sadness, you may experience waves of cosmic bliss or profound peace for no reason. Or you may suddenly burst into tears of overwhelming gratitude. You are not losing your grip. You are finally connecting to the true emotional state of your higher self. The best support you can give your body right now is trust and permission. Let it feel what it wants. Let it guide you to the foods and rest it needs. What feels like a strange physical anomaly is actually your body, being fine-tuned into a high-frequency instrument, ready to play its part in the planetary orchestra. This supermoon opens two doors for the 1%. One leads to mission acceptance, the other leads to mission refusal. The energy of June 21st is so strong that it will amplify your core choice. For those who consciously accept the call, this energy will feel like a powerful tailwind, accelerating your projects, clearing obstacles, and bringing aligned people and resources to you as if by magic. But for those in the 1% who are trapped in fear and try to refuse the call, this energy may feel like intense friction and soul sickness. You are uniquely positioned to influence not just your own path, but the collective. You have seen through the illusions. You have lived through personal transformations. This moment asks you not to shrink, but to remember the power you hold. The path of mission acceptance is chosen not through force, but through a quiet, inner yes, a surrender to the purpose you know you came here for. Mission refusal is already showing its signs for some. It manifests as a sudden increase in self-sabotage, a return to old, distracting habits, or a feeling of deep, inexplicable depression or apathy. This isn't because these souls are bad. It's because their system is fighting the upgrade. The soul is trying to move forward, but the personality is pulling the emergency brake. The choice is whether to release the brake or to burn out the engine. You will know which path you are on by the quality of your inspiration. Are you receiving more ideas than you know what to do with? Do you feel a pull to create, to speak, to build? If so, you are anchoring mission acceptance. But if you feel your energy being pulled into old dramas or a sense of victimhood, it is time to pause. What the world needs from you now is not your participation in its chaos, but your dedication to your unique creation. Confusion thrives on hesitation. Your mission thrives on courageous action. Choose your rhythm wisely. It will determine which future you will soon find yourself building. For many in the 1%, the activation has already started. You may have noticed strange signs this past week that don't fit your usual reality. People from your past reaching out with messages that feel like codes. Electronics acting as if they are responding to your thoughts, or your own desires shifting so rapidly you can barely keep up. These are not coincidences. They are indicators that your energetic field is being rewritten for your mission. The story you are living in is now being upgraded in real time. You might also feel a growing disconnection from things that were once your entire world. A career you built for a decade may feel empty. A community you loved may now feel superficial. The life you thought you wanted may now feel like a cage. That emptiness is not a void. It is a clearing. The timelines that were part of your learning phase are dissolving, making space for your service phase to emerge. Another powerful sign is the activation of your unique spiritual gifts. You may find your intuition becoming radically clear. You may start having prophetic dreams, channeling ideas, or simply knowing things without knowing how you know them. This is not fantasy. It is your perception widening to accommodate the tools required for your mission. Lately, collective fear has been rising, but you may be feeling it differently. Instead of being pulled into the panic, you may feel a sense of profound detachment, a calm knowing that all is unfolding as it must. You may feel deep compassion, but not the draining pity of the past. This is a sign your activation is stabilizing. You are no longer just an antenna absorbing the world's pain. You are becoming a transformer, capable of holding that energy and transmuting it with your presence. You are helping to release collective trauma, not by suffering with it, but by holding a frequency it cannot touch. Do not internalize the chaos. Witness it, breathe through it, and know that your calm presence is your service. Your soul contract is being upgraded this week. The agreement your spirit made before this life is entering a critical activation phase. What no longer fits your mission will be removed, often without warning. That is not failure, it is fulfillment. Your soul has completed the prerequisite timelines, and now you are being prepared for your true purpose. You might feel lost for a few days. That is natural. The space between an old identity and a new mission often feels like floating, but stay present. Pay attention to what now feels alive and electric in your body. Your next purpose will not come through logic. It will rise through this new, crystalline clarity. This is why many are waking up with brilliant new ideas or an unexpected sense of calling. The universe is not done with you. In fact, it has saved your most important work for last. This is the part of your contract where your signature begins to glow. One of the most disorienting parts of the activation is feeling like you have stepped into an unfamiliar version of your own life. This is a timeline shift, an energetic realignment. That happens when your vibration is raised so significantly that it can no longer coexist with your previous reality. You may notice synchronicities increasing exponentially. This is the new timeline welcoming you in. If this is happening, do not force understanding. You are not confused. You are simply standing at the doorway of a higher purpose-driven timeline, and your consciousness is already stepping through. This is why this supermoon is so crucial. It is not just about surviving an energy shift. It is about consciously choosing to anchor yourself on the mission timeline you were born for. One of the most important truths to understand is that fear and doubt are fuel for the old grid. Every time you question if you are good enough, every time you indulge in imposter syndrome, every time you delay acting on your inspired idea, you are feeding the very timeline of inaction you are trying to leave. That is why these doubts may feel stronger now, not because they are true, but because the old frequency is fighting to keep its host. The more you choose trust over doubt, the less power the old grid holds. You are not here to react to your fears, you are here to redirect your focus to your calling, with grace. As your activation progresses, your energy field becomes more refined. That is why protecting your energy is paramount. The more resonant you become, the more careful you must be with where your attention goes. Choose stillness over stimulation. Choose depth over distraction. You are becoming a receiver of divine intelligence. Treat your sensitivity as sacred equipment, not a burden. This week, specific waves of light codes are arriving to support this activation. Many describe them as Pleiadian transmissions. These are frequency packets that are upgrading your DNA and intuitive senses. You may feel them as warmth in the spine, tingling at your third eye, or unusual inner stillness. You may also receive them through dreams, especially between 2 and 5 a.m. If you felt like craving alone time, it is because these codes require quiet to land. These light codes do not come to fix you. They come to awaken what was already planted within you long ago. To anchor these codes and your mission, your presence is your most powerful tool. In moments of overwhelm, bring your full attention to the smallest detail. The warmth of your hands, the sound of wind, the feel of your breath. These sensory checkpoints re-establish coherence. Another strategy is to find your mission mantra. It could be a simple phrase like "I am here to create" or "I am an anchor of light." Repeat it silently throughout your day. This brings rhythm back to a day that feels fragmented. Also, reduce energetic clutter. Simplify your space, your schedule, your conversations. You are creating a field that resonates with your mission, and that field needs clean space to operate well. You are not hiding from the world. You are becoming the pillar that helps the world realign to a higher truth.